Ben, did you get a chance to talk to your mom about the rent situation?
Not yet. Been busy with work.
I know it's awkward, but we need to address this soon. My parents mentioned it again yesterday.
Look, Sarah, I'm sorry, but Mom can't pay her rent again this month. She says she can't afford it. Can you let your parents know? She'll pay them when she can.
What? Then why would you lie about not talking to her about the rent? This is getting to be a pattern.
She's trying her best. Times are tough.
Remember when she first moved in? She promised it would only be temporary.
Well, how was she supposed to know that it would take this long? Nobody knows what the future will bring. Can't your parents give her a break?
This makes it 5 months of unpaid rent now. Of course, they'd like to give her a break, but this is causing too many problems. Look, the only reason she can stay there is because my parents own the property and are willing to wait. Plus, they're already giving her a 50% discount on the rent. Could you please talk to her about money again?
You can't get blood from a stone, Sarah.
That's not helpful, Ben. We need real solutions.
What do you expect me to do, wave a magic wand?
Remember when we first arranged this? Your mother promised she'd be responsible with the payments.
That was different. She had better prospects then.
What changed? She has the same job, same expenses.
Life isn't that simple, Sarah.
This is ridiculous. She should have enough money to live on if she budgets properly. What is she spending it all on that she can't even pay rent?
Mom's a gambling addict. Budgeting isn't really possible.
Wait, she hasn't quit gambling?
Oh, shoot, sorry. Keep that off the record from your parents, will ya?
Are you serious right now? You told my parents she's been off gambling for months.
She was, for a while.
Define a while.
3 weeks after moving in.
3 weeks? That's all?
At least she tried.
She can't pay rent because of gambling? That is completely unacceptable.
Well, nothing we can do about it.
Nothing we can do? Ben, this is serious. My parents trusted us.
What do you want me to say? She's my mother.
I want you to say you'll help fix the situation.
There's nothing to fix.
What do you mean, nothing we can do? She's being irresponsible.
Hey, shut up. I've been telling her to stop, haven't I? What else do you want me to do? Stop nagging.
Well, it's obviously not enough. You need to give her an intervention and get her to go to meetings and wean her off of her addiction. She needs more support.
If you want to support her, then why don't you give her a break on the rent? You're making things worse by putting pressure on her.
That's different and you know it. Don't you dare turn this around on me. You're the one who convinced my parents to help.
Just drop it, okay? You don't understand what it's like.
I understand broken promises when I see them.
You're being cruel.
Don't take this out on me. You're the one who begged my parents to let her stay there, promising she'd pay.
Your parents are wealthy property owners, so what's the big deal? What do they get off on pushing around poor people? They're making plenty of money without squeezing every penny from my poor mother.
My parents have never pushed anyone around. They've been more than fair.
Fair? They're rich enough to let this slide.
That's not fair, and you know it. They have been more than generous.
Whatever, they can afford it.
They reduced her rent by half. How is that not generous?
Still too much for her.
Ben, they're not running a charity.
No, just exploiting the poor.
Stop it. You know that's not true. Remember how they helped us with paying for our wedding?
Ancient history.
Look, if this continues, maybe we should cover your mom's rent ourselves.
What, we should pay?
Well, what else do you suggest? This can't go on forever.
We're not made of money either.
But we both have steady jobs. We could manage it.
I'm not touching our savings.
You're the one who started this, remember? You told my parents you'd take responsibility if anything happened. Besides, we can afford it. We both work and we've saved up quite a bit. Sure, we won't be able to save as much, but you could cut back on your spending money to cover your mom's rent.
Cut back my spending like I'm some kid on an allowance?
That's not what I meant.
Why should I have to? Hey, Sarah, don't mess with me. You're always making decisions on your own. You're such a killjoy, you know that?
Excuse me? How am I a killjoy for trying to solve this problem?
You always act so perfect. It's annoying.
I'm trying to help your mother with her addiction.
By controlling everything?
Look, this isn't my fault. My parents will end up bearing this burden forever if we don't do something.
Oh, really?
Yes, really, this affects all of us.
Just stay out of it.
Stay out of it, I'm already involved.
Not your mom, not your problem.
Well, she's my mother-in-law now. We worked this out because you wanted to help your mother. You said you'd take responsibility. She's not sick or injured. There is no reason she can't work.
You don't know anything about her situation.
Then explain it to me.
Forget it.
Can we talk about this rationally?
Don't care.
Remember when we first got married? You promised things would be different.
I told you that's ancient history.
It was only 3 years ago.
Feels like forever.
Here we go again. Whenever something doesn't go your way, you snap like this.
Shut up!
Fine. Let's talk about something else. How's work?
Fine.
Any interesting projects?
No.
You used to love telling me about your work.
Things change.
Everything seems to be changing lately.
Whatever.
Anyway, let's talk to your mother about money again. If she still can't pay, we'll cover the rent. Remember, you're the one who started this. You said you couldn't abandon her and asked for our help. I don't want my parents bearing this burden anymore.
Whatever.
By the way, what time are you coming home today?
Late.
How late? Should I save dinner?
Don't bother.
You've been staying late a lot recently.
Busy, don't need dinner.
You haven't eaten dinner at home in weeks.
So?
I see. All right, well, good luck with work. Ben, it's already 1 in the morning. Are you still at work?
Yes.
The office usually closes at 9.
Special project.
Ben, did something happen? It's really late. I'm worried because you haven't contacted me at all. Could you at least tell me when you'll be home?
Can't come back yet.
What? Why?
Work.
But you have never had to stay overnight for work before. Where are you staying? Not at the office.
Stop pestering me.
I'm your wife. I have a right to know.
Leave me alone.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to bother you about this while you're at work, but did you manage to talk to your mom after that? My dad called this evening and asked about the rent, and I didn't know what to tell him. Do you think she'll be able to pay next month's rent?
Just shut up already.
Okay. I won't ask any more. Good luck with your work. I made your favorite curry for dinner. Should I save some?
Don't bother.
You used to love my curry.
Things change.
Everything's changing these days.
Deal with it.
Remember our first house date? You said my curry was the best you'd ever had.
Stop living in the past.
Fine, never mind. Have fun with your overtime. Ben, the bank called about some unusual transactions.
Busy.
They seemed concerned.
Handle it yourself.
These are from your account.
Whatever.
There are some large withdrawals.
Mind your business.
Ben, come home right now.
Don't bother me during work. You're annoying.
But you're not really at work, are you? I know everything. You've even spent all our marriage savings.
What?
I wanted to talk face to face, but you seem busy with that woman you're so into. Or should I say the hostess from Sky Bar.
What? Wait, please, I don't know anything about the savings. And about the woman, I'm not really involved with her. You might be misunderstanding, but she's just a waitress at a place I go to. I'll come home right now, so please listen to what I have to say.
Oh my, aren't you busy though?
I'll come home right away. I'm really sorry.
But you just told me not to bother you. I'm sorry for being such a nuisance.
That's not what I meant, please.
Funny how you find time to talk now.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking straight earlier. I'll come home right away to clear up any misunderstandings.
Misunderstandings? Like the misunderstanding about our empty bank account?
Please, let me explain.
Don't push yourself. I'm just annoying, right?
I'm sorry. Really sorry. So sorry. So sorry.
Oh, keep going. How many more sorries before the money comes back?
Please, just listen.
If you have any legitimate explanation, let's hear it now.
I know I did wrong, but I really don't know about the savings. I've been thinking, could it be your parents? They come to our house sometimes, or maybe you used it yourself and forgot? You mentioned paying for Mom's rent. Maybe you forgot that you used it for that?
That's an interesting theory.
Maybe you forgot withdrawing it to give to your parents?
I see. Yeah, I guess people can forget things like that. And I have been pretty busy lately. I could have easily made a mistake like that and just forgotten.
Right? It could be a misunderstanding.
Just like the lipstick on your collar was a misunderstanding.
What lipstick?
The one you're wearing right now.
What? What's with you jumping to conclusions and building up these paranoid fantasies? You're always trying to blame me. Jeez, you're so stupid.
Stupid enough to marry you.
Don't start that.
All right, then can I ask you something?
What is it? I'm not listening to you if it's something stupid.
Remember last Tuesday? You said you were working late, just like every other night.
Yeah, so?
I found a receipt for a luxury brand in your suit pocket. A woman's handbag. Obviously, I never received it, and neither did your mother. I got suspicious. That day you said you were working overtime and staying overnight, I called your office. The security guard answered and said nobody was there. So I called your boss, who was at our wedding, and he confirmed there was no overtime, no work drinks, no weekend work at all.
You're spying on me?
When I was troubled, they told me about the bar you'd been talking about with your colleagues. I went there and found a young woman working there. When I asked about you, she turned pale and quickly confessed to having an affair. A double affair, actually. She's married too. I talked to her husband and he was absolutely furious. What do you think? Is this your usual strategy of ignoring things when they don't go your way? Was this too stupid and you decided that you're not going to listen to me?
You had no right!
No right? Oh, like you had no right to our savings?
No! You don't understand!
I understand perfectly. The withdrawals match the dates you met with her.
It's not what you think!
The hotel receipts say otherwise. Hi, Sandra. Is Ben there with you? Oh, Sarah, what's wrong? My husband left 3 days ago and hasn't come back. I can't reach him. Could you tell me if you know where he is? What? He hasn't been home for 3 days? Yes, he actually had an affair and spent our savings on the woman. When I confronted him about it, when he finally came home, he suddenly started screaming nonsense at me. He hit me and I slammed into the wall. What? Are you okay? I can't believe it. No, I am not okay, and it's very true. Your son put me in the hospital. When he realized that I was bleeding, he seemed shocked and ran away in a panic. Did my son really use the money? The receipts for items in the restaurant they visited have already been confirmed. There must have been some reason for that. Some reason for stealing our savings? Well, you know how men are under such stress at work. Something must have happened. Please don't be too angry with my son. I'm sure he'll be back soon, and you can go back to living normally again. Stress at work? Is that why he bought his mistress a $5,000 handbag? Well, I don't know about that. Your son injured me. I can't just let this go. I intend to hold him fully accountable. If you know where he is, please tell me. Even if you say that, I don't know where he could have gone. I'm sorry, I really don't know. You'll have to ask someone else, one of his friends or colleagues. You're protecting him again. No, I really don't. Please call him and ask where he is, or you'll have to make amends on his behalf. What? Me? Yes, if we can't find your son, you'll be evicted from your house. Why? I haven't done anything. Do you think my parents will let the mother of a man who hit their daughter stay in their property? You're already over 6 months behind on rent. We have more than enough reason to evict you. And if we later find out you were hiding him, you'll be treated as an accomplice and held responsible. You'll be evicted either way. My son is at my house. I knew it. But you know, he didn't mean to hurt you, I swear. Save your excuses. My parents and I are headed there now, so make sure you keep him there. If you let him escape, you'll still be evicted.
Sarah, please, can we talk?
Now you want to talk?
Sarah, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't mean any harm. I truly regret what happened that day. I've been reflecting so much I could barely eat.
Reflecting? Is that what you call hiding at your mother's house?
I was afraid.
Of what? The consequences of your actions?
I never meant for any of this to happen.
That must be tough. I saw your girlfriend's social media and saw the photos of her with her husband. I hear that he isn't exactly a law-abiding citizen.
What do you mean?
Oh, you don't know? Your girlfriend's husband has some interesting connections to the local mafia.
Please help me. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I know I was wrong.
Wrong about what, exactly? The affair, the theft, the assault?
All of it. I was stupid.
You know, I was nervous filing my first police report. Congratulations on joining the ranks of convicted criminals.
The police report? No, please don't.
Too late, it's already filed.
Please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you.
So you're a proper criminal now. I never meant to. That's such a classic criminal line. Plus theft and assault after getting caught having an affair, and your mistress's husband being connected to organized crime. It's like something out of a TV drama.
You don't understand the situation. I wasn't serious about her.
I understand perfectly. Better than you, apparently.
I just had a moment of weakness. Work stress got to me, and I just happened to go into a bar with a pretty girl.
Oh, that must have been hard for you.
I know, I messed up.
Messed up? Is that what you call stealing our entire savings?
I'm sorry about lying about the savings, too. I thought I could get away with taking just a little. I know now I was too easy on myself.
$500,000 is just a little? Yeah, you're not sorry at all.
I can explain.
Explain how you spent our entire marriage savings on your mistress?
I'll save up bit by bit and pay it back. Please, just don't divorce me. For the 3 years since we got married, I've had a proper life thanks to you. I was foolish. I only realize that now.
Realized what? That actions have consequences?
That I had a good life with you.
Yet you betrayed me and hurt me.
I'm really sorry. I know I did something terrible.
You know what happened to that girl after she paid me damages? Her husband was so angry. Sounds like she got trafficked overseas into the sex industry.
What? No!
Actions have consequences, Ben.
Please, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I'll turn my life around and live only for you from now on. Please, I'll do anything. Please forgive me. Please help me.
Help you? Like how you helped spend our savings?
I'll do anything to make it right.
First, you're going to prison. Oh, wait. Before that, you'll borrow money to pay damages to me and them, and to repay the savings you stole. After you get out, I'm pretty sure that you'll be working for your girlfriend's husband. Tough luck.
Prison? No, please, I don't want to go to prison. Please forgive me. I don't want to leave you. I really, truly regret everything.
Oh, right, about your mother's unpaid rent. That woman's husband introduced us to some underground loan sharks, so we had your mother borrow money to pay it off before evicting her.
What?
Don't worry, they introduced her to a job too. She'll be working for them for the rest of her life.
Wait, please forgive me.
They say you're next after you get out.
No! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry!
I'll mail you the divorce papers, so sign them quickly. I've left everything else to my lawyer, so stop contacting me. If you try to argue about this anymore, we have other options. My husband quickly agreed to the divorce. I didn't file the assault charges right away. I waited until after I'd secured compensation for the stolen money, my injuries, and divorce settlement. While my husband avoided prison time, he'll spend the next several years paying off the debt he incurred for my compensation and settlements. While it's unfortunate I couldn't cut ties immediately, he's now under the thumb of some unsavory characters and living a pretty harsh life. I haven't spoken to his mother since then. I hope they both spend their lives regretting how they betrayed me.